Today's video is about when I see runners in their 50s get into a marathon or half marathon training rut. Results are plateauing and they aren't moving forward. They're not making progress from where they presently are. I've had personal experience of this. About 5-6 years ago, my running had stagnated. I can remember saying to people, well, it's just because I'm getting older. I've just got to jog it out kind of thing. And it wasn't until I had a chat with a friend of mine in my hair salon. I was cutting his hair. And he's about 20 years younger than me. And he just said to me, casually, when was your peak? And I rattled off some races that I'd done in my 30s. But when he'd gone, I'd really hacked off, because I thought, what if there is more? It may not end up me being able to do the same pace as my 30s and my 40s. But what if I can improve from where I am now? Now, the caveat here is, as it's turned out, I have improved. Just as of making this video, just last month, I did the Great South 10 miler and I did just under, I think, 66 minutes. The last time I did that, which was 7 years ago, I did 72 minutes. And there's lots of PBs I could share with you over this time, which I have improved since my early 50s, leading up to what I'll be 60 in 2024. Even if your PBs are not achievable, then I do feel that runners in their 50s and beyond can make significant improvement. When I talk to runners, when I take them on to coach them, the things that they feel that are holding them back are their age and ability. You can't do anything about your age. If you're 52 today, you're 52. And you can't do anything about your ability from the point you are now. Initially, you can't do anything about age and ability. When runners feel that that is what's holding them back, they're kind of disabled. They kind of think, well, that's it. You can't change your age. You can adapt to it, which is what I felt that I've done and what I'm going to share with you in a moment. You can't change your ability, your starting point. You can improve it. The dial can be moved. Both of those things are achievable. So if that's true, why do so many runners in their 50s and beyond significantly stagnate or decline? Well, yeah, age is a factor. But like I've mentioned, it's not as a primary factor as most runners would like to believe. And I really think it comes down to stimulus and response. Stimulus is the training load, which includes the volume, the intensity of your training. When you run or when you do anything, when you lift weights or anything like that. Response is how the body reacts to that stimulus. Now, that's pretty obvious. So for older runners, they don't tend to adapt. I see runners when I take them on and they may be in their 50s, and I've worked with runners in their 50s, their 60s, right up into their 70s. And almost everyone, the stimulus is wrong initially. So, for example, they're doing their easy runs way too hard. So they are fighting a reality. So they got a pace they think should be running and what their body will allow them to run at the moment. And they are arguing with that reality. And of course, they will lose 100% of the time. Their speed workout, they're either not doing because they've got injured. The reality with speed workouts is they're a bit like a shovel. If somebody bought a shovel and they hit somebody over the head with it, you can't really blame the shovel. You can blame how the shovel's been used. And I avoided in my early 50s speed workouts because I felt it was going to injure me. But once I started being coached by Liam Butterworth, what I realized was I was doing about 80% of my running correctly. That my stimulus and response, a lot of it was right. But these fundamentals I was getting wrong. I was doing my easy runs too hard and my speed workouts I wasn't really doing. So Liam started to get me to do more speed workouts, but within a certain way so that the stimulus was correct. It was fairly short, fairly sharp, where what I find with most runners I coach is that if they are doing any speed workouts, the run is far too elongated. A lot of running clubs will have speed workouts. The portion of the workout can be 10, 15, 20 minutes long. For a lot of people, that's too long. One of our interval workouts, you might have a 40-minute workout in total, but once you the warm up, the warm down, and the recovery intervals, you might only be looking at 6-7 minutes of high intensity. So your stimulus is correct, you get the correct response, and you reduce the risk of injury. Now, recovery can come in the of rest days, but it also means that when your training plan says do a zone 1, 2, an easy conversational run, you do it at that level, and that you take speed reps. When you've got recovery within that, you take that recovery so that you're getting micro recoveries within your training as well. Though this goes beyond the remit of this video, recovery also comes in stress reduction, sleep, and diet. You're in a rut with your marathon or half marathon training. It is the stimulus and the response. You're playing many of the right notes, but not particularly in the right order. And that's what's impacting your results. Most of the runners that I coach know a lot about running. Some of them might even know as much as me. What they're not so good at is self-awareness, and they have a tendency to keep on doing the same thing and expecting different results. Or as the saying goes, nothing changes, nothing changes. I would really encourage you to jump on my Foundations program, an 8-week program where the kind of foundations I've spoken to you about in this video, a 3D Marathon Maximiser framework. Now, pay for something yet? We have a free 10-day workshop. It's called the Marathon Maximiser, and I guide master marathon and half marathon runners who've got into a training run to arrive on race day, race ready and confident. Now, I can't do all that in just 10 days, but what I can do is share with you the 3D Marathon Maximiser framework, the kind of intensity for your easy runs and your speed runs, so that you get that stimulus and response more on board for your training plan. If some of what I've said in this video has resonated, look below this video, links and the next Marathon Maximiser. Thanks for watching the video. Bye for now.